Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Breakfast Show with SmartRobie. I'm your host Martin Wong. Another week as we coming almost to the September month, and time has passed us by very quickly as we have seen also the US market, and we do know, as I've been informing many members of the public as well as our own member in here, the September month, especially for the KLCI, is usually are the very bearish, almost 6 out of 6, consistently bearish in there. So what would you do, in times like this in here, especially those of you who are our SmartRobie users? But more on that, I'll discuss some opportunity that's available, all right, on the September month in here on our next live Facebook at 9:30. Can this market still, have a little bit of to go higher, or are we looking more to the downside with a little bit of correction and you can collect it? But at the same time, SmartRobie able to find some good opportunity, and we will talk about those that we had. And remember last week I was away for a short holiday in here, and now we're back. We're going to be looking back into some of those trade that we talk about in here. Now let's take a look at what we have for you this morning in our SmartRobie shows. And of course, thank you for those of you who has been great support in our show in here. And you can see right now the KLCI actually has turned the Green Pentagon in here. Let me just show you what I mean in here, switching to a wider chart. So you can see from the chart on the left hand side of the screen, you can see just turn Green Pentagon here, as this market started to move up very nicely in here. And the question is always, can it break higher? We do know, as I said before, September month is bearish, and Green Pentagon, what is it all about, right? So is this looking to break upside, or is this going to reverse very soon? But we do know that trend is still picking it up in here, but we have to be careful. So we're going to be looking at some of those hot sectors as well as the ST2 stocks that we have. And of course, SmartRobie is powered by Pentagon Guider, following the smart money, which was the inventor by Tom Williams. And also right now we have the insider buying and selling. And for the September month, for the winners and losses, we do have SWS cap that went up pretty high, and GBQSR still up, and KP Pro. And this is something that I talk about on every Wednesday, that some of these are the small cap stocks, and the small cap stocks are the one that it really bringing you the nice 20-30% profits in here. And if you are lucky and practice stringent trade management, I do think that these are good opportunity for you. But let's take a look at one of the trade, SWS cap. And why am I showing you this is because it's important to pay attention on the left hand side of the chart. Just before the market started to break up, you can see there's always this very good trend that you see in here, where they have what we call the cluster of closes, which we do talk about in our Telegram chat group, and it was spoke about by our coach Swilo in here. And you can see we have this low volume in here, and then it was still in red Pentagon or yellow trends that you see, and then before the market start to break up, and of course the little bit of a downside in here, but then the market start to pick up, and there we go. And again, most of these stocks, as I said before in the Wednesday shows, are below the 1 ringgit stock. So check out some of the video that I've talked about on the YouTube in here to find out more how you can benefit some of this 20-30% job. There's no guarantee for all, but if you can able to find them and learn this art of smart money campaign, I do think that there's opportunity for everybody from the Pentagon. Now of course, with the insider buying using the VSA 360, that will give you another edge into the market. Let's take a look at where we are right now, the KLCI. As you can see here, we are at this point, that's what I'm looking a bit more suspect to be topish. But if you look at from the Green Pentagon, there may be another leg going up. Can it test the 1470, 1480? But right now it's well supported at 1460. We'll have to see. And of course, foreign fund did had an outflow last Friday. So this outflow last Friday in here, check it out in our VSA 360 on our website. You can also get that. But railway track is still up. But again, going back to what I've said before, the month of September can be a very bearish month in here, so you might want to wait and see how it goes. So watch out if the market were to break higher. Again, we need to see a line change that will be the sign of strength. And of course, one of the telltale sign that we want to get coming is from the market stages, right, from our VSA 360 that you will see together with our plugin that is on our future market, which is the leading indicator. You can see from here, it is still pretty much, different picture that is painted, right? You can see upthrust here, another upthrust, another upthrust. There was a sell-off, but it did hold up, right? And it just pops back up to above the 200-day moving average. And I think that members of the public as well as our members in here, log in into your trading view, check it out, the futures chart. And if you do see some sort of an in-between breakout of a line change or the Green Pentagon that you see in here, it makes it more confirming that the market may try to retest back. But right now, it is at the point, as I was saying in here, market is still very, very topish. You still have that resistance at 1450, 1460 in here. And from the chart wise, it does look like we are experiencing lower low and lower high. So this market may just continue to go more. All right. But again, in the afternoon session, after this market do close, that we have a better image of it. And of course, there are still some opportunity you can see from here, looking on the stage 2 shares. All right, the stage 2 shares are the continuation of stage 2. And time again, I've demonstrated in the Wednesday talk, the live Facebook, right? No doubt the CI may be down, but what are we talking about in here? We are talking about the FBM-SE, right? FBM-SE is the small cap stocks, and also the FBM-70, which is the mid cap stocks. It is really pushing up higher and higher compared to KLCI. And I think Nora, one of our past member, and also talk about in here, and it is also reason because the KLCI is heavily populated by finance stocks in here, right? And if you like what you say, give us a thumbs up. And of course, if you have any stocks that you want me to take a look, feel free to pencil in there, and I'm happy to look into it, right? And also, there are some of you may want me to look at market outlook. Just give me your opinion in here, and it'd be great to see familiar faces and friends from the audience in here. So thank you for your support so far. So let's take a look at the stage 2 shares. The stage 2 shares last week. Now this is this week. So this was actually last week, which is the last episode. Let me just make when we talk about the last week, when we were talking about it on the 21st of August, we have Econ Power. Okay, so Econ Power, which is a part of the stage 2 shares, and let's take a look at the chart here. You can see on the left hand side of the chart, Econ Power one more time, okay, and Econ Berhad, stock chart, stock comment. So from here onwards, yep, the stock looks pretty good. And I'm just going to mouse over into my chart here. And 21st, what was the day when we were here? This was 21st, right? Yep, the market did go up and it's still continuing in a stage 2. We have CBIP. Let's look at CBIP and MCMIN. Now, of course, not all chart is going to go up in here, but right now we are seeing the market feeling the momentum of the stage 2 shares here. So we look at switch back to the 1 month chart here and back to the 21st. You can see these are interactive, so you can just use your thumb and just touch it in here. You can see 21st was this one. It did hit high and then market pull back a bit, right? And right now you can see there's not much of the volume here. So that's why sometimes I prefer, the penny stocks, penny stock or small cap stock like Econ Berhad, the 29.5 cents here compared to $1. Even MCMIN is the same thing too, $3 in here. So it still can go up, but it's not going to go up the kind of magnitude like what we see for Econ Berhad. So hit MCMIN. Now do take note, risk management is also very, very important, because if the stock doesn't move, you need to get out quickly, you need to cut loss quickly, and stop loss. Now this one has already turned red Pentagon. Now going back to 21st was here. Yep, 21st was this bar here. Yep, 21st was this bar, and then third red Pentagon. But market still going up as the construction and of course you can also go over to the hot sectors and check out. I think still hot is construction and property. You can see construction and property still very, very hot in there, and that's what explains this market continue go up. All right, let's take a look at this week for the stage 2 shares, and one of the way you can do that is just go on to the stage 2 share, ST2 daily. Okay, and you can scroll up to here. So you can see from here, first one is Renenco is 23 cents. Jax, okay, let's look at consumer product. But I prefer the construction because next week we're going to come back and look at this again. All right, let's see Jax, where is it? So you can see Jax nicely. It did turn Green Pentagon in almost early end of June, and since then it's gone up. This widespread bar has pushed up. So do be careful with normally when you see a widespread bar like this, it may pull back a bit more. I usually prefer those that hasn't sort of run. Let's take a look at another one here so you can check this out. GBQSR has gone up a lot. Pentagon turned on the 29th of August, up 6.8%. Gadang up 10%, and you can see Perdana Energy was up 55.9% since the Green Pentagon back in 3rd of July. All right, so some of these, so Jax is up 27% from 27th of June, so 27%. And 1st of September is Renenco. So this is consumer product, and remember, align yourself with the hot sectors. If you don't see that, then sometimes these stocks can't have the kind of you can go high. But other than that, stock wise, pretty nice. You got lots of tests spring in here, so that's a lot of support in here, like what we saw previously for one of the stocks in here. All right, check it out, the ST2 stage 2 shares, all right, in here, and there are a few more of them this morning in here. And also do recommend and send the good words out that you can share SmartRobie link and you can get 100 credit to yourself. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our daily newsletter that you can get from in here. And also, we'll be looking at the FA stocks. These are fundamental stocks that starts pay good dividend. And let's take a look at the first one is Wellcall. This was on 21st of August. You can see KGB and Wellcall are the two. It did turn Green Pentagon sometime in 13th of August. Held on, but you can see before it's pretty strong, as I said before, a lot of the industrials are doing well, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, not so good. We want the stocks to really break up in here, and KGB, but Wellcall has done pretty well. 126, you can see right now it's hitting above to 140. All right, 126, 140. That's a good one there. So those of you who heeded the Wellcall went up pretty well for this stocks. Nice one for that one. So let's take a look at this week, the 4th of September. I have TH Plant. Okay, so TH Plant, nice uptrend. Let's take a look at TH Plant. What kind of fundamental do they have? Right, TH Plantation, stocks fundamentals. So let's take a look in here. FA rating of 4 with a PE of 9 and ROE of 7. Well, the sector average is only 6. Dividend yield of 5% in here. So that's something we want to also talk about in here. Then next one is this is Pentec. This TH Plantation was the first one. All right, yep, TH Plantation. And this is TH Plantation. The chart looks Pentec is the chart that goes up in here. So okay, next one is Pentec. Let's look at the fundamentals. Okay, this is the one that goes up very nicely here. And if you want me to check out any stocks, feel free to pencil those in there. I'm happy to look at it. Now Pentec, I couldn't find it here. All right, looking at stock chart. Hit the stock chart. Now this is nice one, Pentec. Okay, so that's one that we all agreed. And stock fundamentals. Stock fundamental, it is 6 out of 8, PE of 4. I don't wonder what they do. Let's go to the website here. Pentec website. And they make pipes on. These pipes all are not really high value barang. They do a lot of refinery lah, energy lah, petrochemical lah, stainless steel lah. Bao ga liao lah. This one. Interesting. Well, let's see next week when we come back to it. Dividend 6% in here, and it's a mid-cap stock above 700 million. So this is a pretty good Pentec. Keep in mind, moving up from 75 cents now to $1. So those of you who have this, just keep it in mind, pretty decent. Okay. Andy, want me to look at the GBQRS? which is already been a high mover in here. Now, generally, if the stock has already been moved out, unless it's on stage 2 shares, it does come out. You want to, trade along with that one. So our unique proposition with Pentagon Guider, make sure you set the alert, all right, any stock. And I do think, Andy, if you have this, put it in your watch list, so when the red Pentagon comes out, you'll be alerted either in the morning or the night. Check it out in here. So the way to set up the watch list, pretty easy. You can see the blue cells, which means there is a stock waiting in here. And take note that each exchange carries its own stock, so you can put the KLSE in its own exchange and then the US in its own exchange. So that will definitely put you in a much better in here. And when the red Pentagon or green Pentagon comes up, you can see the alert in here. So that's something you can do very early stages in here. Freebie for newbie, right? That's right. And this is how the red Pentagon comes out on your alert and your SAM, and you will definitely notify at night. At night the alert will comes out in here, and it's a daily alert, so that's where you keep in mind of the market. All right, so make sure you check it twice a day. And let's go on to our summary in here. Don't take too long. Now, right now, I do think that the KLCI is still looking a bit toppish. It may mark down very soon, as I said before. Partly is due to the seasonality of September being very bearish in here. Or you can just keep to the Robie FA stocks. You can see Pentax looking pretty good for the dividend play for 6.8% in here. And shorter terms, those of you who are more experienced, trade the stage 2 shares. All right. And that's how we're going in here. And sign up for newsletter if you're not. And that's where we will post some of the great ideas that we have. And also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and TikTok. And for those of you who are ready to upgrade to the VSA 360 premium membership, we appreciate your support for that one and give you the familiar visual plan, things that we talk about in our more in-depth training, and also the orientation and the members training that we're doing. And don't forget, for our members tonight, we are doing our live trading, our live training tonight at 9:30. So members, make sure you come in. We'll be talking sign of strength in here. And of course, if you have any stock chart that you want me to look at, we'll make it very simple for you to read. That's how we do it in here. And right now we have Andy want me to look at the GBQARS. This one's really long one-winded. Okay, never mind. Market has been up. You can see from here. As I said before, this market now, it just broke off, have a pullback in here. I still think it's okay. The trend is still up in here. As I said before, the property and construction, still uptrend. But at one point, you have to know, this market can U-turn all the sudden. So something that you want to watch out for. I wouldn't want to add on to it. If I have it, I'll continue to ride it, but if not, I'll probably just sort of move on to the next one. Okay, we got Padana from Terry. Okay, Padana has gone up a fair bit, I think. Right. One more time again. Okay, let's look at stock chart here. Padana, 27 cents. Yeah, Padana, you can see right at the bottom, if you do follow that from the Green Pentagon, I think that's already 17 cents, quite a fair bit gone up. So right now, if you want to go in, wait for the pullback, as I said before, or follow the ST2. I think that's much better that way from the market. If this is a ST2, trade accordingly. If the market doesn't really follow through in here, you might want to do a quick exit. But again, this kind of stocks can also run up in here. Do take note, the volume the last 1 month is dwindling in here, so the market may move sideways before you really push up in here. So watch out for those U-turn or red Pentagon. All right, Terry Hibiscus, similar story, because this is the oil and gas play. As I said before, the oil and gas has started to turn back up. So many of the oil and gas, just have one in one sector. Don't have too many in the same sector that you buy 3 or 4 stocks in energy stocks, because once all turn, it can turn very badly against you. Right. So Hibiscus just started to turn Green Pentagon. This one's much better. You can see turn Green Pentagon. I mean, out of the two, I prefer Hibiscus. So remember, you'll pull back a bit before you make to go higher. Okay. All right, so that's all. Thank you again for your support. Thank you, and don't forget to share our Telegram educational link to your friends, so you can get a bit from our so-called stock education and trade ideas and so forth. And I'll see you on this Wednesday for live Facebook in here. So that's all I have. Have a good week, and check out the SmartRobie for more trade idea. And also don't forget, use the watch list to stay alert of any red or green Pentagon in here, courtesy of Trade VSA. Bye bye.